The Anti-Defamation League, an organization that exists in the United States specifically to combat anti-Semitism, has turned into a hyper-Zionist garbage organization. Its leader, Jonathan Greenblatt, is just a fucking scumbag, flat out. First of all, he and AIPAC are responsible for the TikTok ban because they had, according to Jonathan Greenblatt, a generational problem when it came to TikTok and videos coming out of the Gaza Strip towards the end of 2023 and into the beginning of 2024. He is largely responsible, allegedly, for the TikTok ban legislation. I can't say enough negative things about both of them, about Jonathan Greenblatt and the Anti-Defamation League. And I condemn anti-Semitism in all of its forms. I also condemn Hamas for slaughtering Israeli civilians on October 7th. And I also condemn Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli government and the Israeli military, for slaughtering up to 400,000 Palestinian civilians. I just lost power again. Great. Sorry about that. It flashed off for a moment and then came back on. Anyway, the latest episode involves a man named Yehuda Cohen, who is the father of Israeli hostage Nimrod Cohen. I'm reading this from the website Mediaite. Yehuda Cohen released a video today. His son is being held hostage inside the Gaza Strip right now. He released a video and a letter today accusing the Anti-Defamation League's Jonathan Greenblatt of lying about his family and demanding the organization immediately cease all use of his son's name and image and all reference to their family. Quote, "After lying about my son and saying that we want to rejoin the war in Gaza when we demand an end to it, you are no longer allowed to use my son's image in your offices, events, or social media." And he posted a video to go along with that. He said, "Well, Jonathan Greenblatt, we are not going to take your lies. We as a family, the Cohen family, are literally fighting to end this war and to get a hostage deal." The message was followed by a cease and desist letter accusing Jonathan Greenblatt of making misrepresentations about Cohen's family. Yehuda Cohen said Jonathan Greenblatt misrepresented his oldest son's stance on the war between Israel and Hamas during a speech in France last week. "Specifically, you have wrongly stated that my other son wishes to, quote, go back to war, when in fact our family supports an immediate end to the war and a comprehensive hostage deal." Mr. Cohen further said he is deeply concerned with Jonathan Greenblatt's leadership of the Anti-Defamation League. "By weaponizing my son's image and misrepresenting our family's stance, the Anti-Defamation League is actively working to suppress the truth, misleading the American public," he wrote. The ADL responded by removing the videos in question and saying they are sorry to hear that the family is upset. "We deeply respect the Cohen family and are sorry to hear that they are upset," a spokesperson said. "As per their request, we've deleted the video from all of our social media channels." Mr. Cohen also claimed that Jonathan Greenblatt avoided him after he requested a meeting with him this week at Blair House in Washington. "I met you there. I asked you for a meeting and you refused. Thank you, Jonathan Greenblatt, for avoiding me. I think this is completely demonstrative of all sides of this conflict, of Hamas and how they treat Palestinian civilians, of the Israeli military, the Israeli government, and Benjamin Netanyahu, and how they treat Israeli civilians, and how the Anti-Defamation League and Jonathan Greenblatt treats Israeli hostages and their families. None of those organizations give two shits about the civilians who are paying the price. Israeli and Palestinian civilians and Israeli hostages are paying the price because of these people's bullshit, including Jonathan Greenblatt of the Anti-Defamation League. It's a fucking scumbag.